Hello everyone, this is Miss Lane and today we'll have another tutorial about how to import a script through the MySQL Workbench and also have the queries. And I'm going to introduce to you a sample database named classicmodels. So we are going to use now the MySQL Workbench. So if you have not installed yet it in your desktop or your laptop, you can install it through the MySQL website. So we should log in to our MySQL Workbench. And then after that, we're going to see this workspace. So for us to have the import, we could click the data import. Then after that, select import from self-contained file and then look for the appropriate file. So in our case, we have here these classic models. And then after that, we're going to have this import progress and click start import and wait for it to be loaded. You will know that it's already loaded. When you're going to refresh here, you will see that there is a database added already in here. So that's how simple to import a database in our MySQL Workbench. So I'm going to explain to you the structure of this classic models database. Here is the view, which it has tables, customers, employees, offices, order details, orders, payments, product lines, and products. If we're going to look this one by one, and then we're going to see the different rows. So here, and then we have here the employees. Okay, and then we have here the offices. And then we have here the order details. We have here the orders. We have here the payments. We have here the product lines and the products. So if you're going to have a reverse engineer is there is already a database and you want to see how are the tables being connected to them, you can use the MySQL reverse engineer. So when we click this reverse engineer, it will direct this to us and then just click the root and then next and then select which one would you want to reverse engineer and then next and then next and then click execute and then next, and you will see this structure. So we have here our ERD. Okay, so just a quick background. These classic models is a sample taken from the internet too. So it is about a company, a sample company that has products about vehicles. So in this database, it has offices. So the offices has this attributes and the offices is connected to employees. Offices has one to many employees and the employees handles customers. So one employee handles one to many customers and our customers has orders here, one to many orders, and the customers also has one to many payments, and in the orders it has order details here, and the products is connected to the product lines. So here, products is connected to product lines. One product line has many products. So it is already loaded with data. So we can just have some of our samples using this one because because this is already intact. It has samples already, so we can create SQL retrieval queries using this one. Okay, so as you can see there in our table, the company which has different tables and rows, so we have there, you can see it already. Okay, so back here to our company. Since we have already loaded our database, the classic models, and we named it company in our MySQL Workbench, now we are ready to create retrieval queries. So for this session, I'm going also to discuss about the basic MySQL retrieval queries. So the basic retrieval MySQL queries, here is my outline. We are going to learn about select from where structure, and then the use of asterisk, the use of distinct, the use of concat, the use of alias, creating simple where conditions, the use of operators, like in the where conditions, and the use of order by. So the select from where structure is having this structure. So we have select here, we have the different attribute list, attributes, and then from what table is it, and then we have the condition, where condition. So now let's go back to our MySQL Workbench for us to implement the queries we have. Okay, so we have here our customer. We can see here the columns. So now let's try to create the retrieval queries. So as we have learned in the previous slide, the select from where structure starts with the keyword select, and then we have here the table list. So we use asterisk if we are not specifying what are the columns that you want to see. So if you want to see all of the columns or the fields of that particular table, we are going to use the asterisk symbol. So if we have select asterisk from customers, but be sure that the company is highlighted. That is you use the company or the database so that this will work. Select all from customers. So if we click this one, execute this one, automatically all of the customers showed will be shown, and all of its attributes will also be shown. But if you're going to select only specific columns, for example, we say select customer name, and then the contact last name, from customers. If we're going to execute it, we will have only the customer name and the contact last name. So that's how this works, the selection of columns from customers, and this is with no where condition. Okay, so there are times that we want to combine two columns. So in MySQL, for you to combine two columns, for example, we're going to combine the contact last name and the contact first name. We can use the keyword concat. We have concat here, that concat, and then put the column names of the columns that you want to concatenate. Concat means concatenate. And then we have here, for example, contact first name. And then let's see if it works. Okay, concat, contact first name, comma, contact last name. So for this to be able to work together na, that this will not be displayed, you can use alias as contact person. You can say as contact person. We'll make this here down. And then here we go. We have here the contact person. Okay, so select customer name. We concatenate contact first name and contact last name. And we put an alias for it to be named as contact person from customer. So that's how to make an alias for our columns. And also this can be used as alias for on how to alias our tables. So that's on using the asterisk, the concatenate, and also the alias. Now let's go to where statements. So when there is no where statement, all of the rows of the table will be displayed. But when there is where, there is what we call filtering of what will be shown. Okay. So for example, by the way, in the where, you set the condition. When using where, we use operators. So for numerical, we use equal, less than, greater than, equal, less than, equal, or not equal. Okay, so for example, we have here the credit limit. So we will use the credit limit for showing our condition. So where, for example, we have here credit limit less than or equal to, let's say, 40,000. Then let's try to show also the credit limit so that we can check if it really shows the credit limit, which is less than or equal to 40,000. So here it is. So those with zeros. So if you're going to change this one to greater than 40,000, then it will show us this one. So those with credit limits greater than or equal to 40,000. So we have here the different rows. So you can see here the rows given by our query. Okay, so here. So after that, we're going to also use the like operator. So the use of less than or equal and greater than or equal is used for numerical. So that is for integer and the double. But when it's on character, we can use the like. Okay, how to use the like. So for example, we have here the Australian collectors, or we want to see the customer names that starts with letter A. Okay, so we can use the like operator. But before that, we will have first the column name where customer name like, and then we're going to have here the single apostrophe, and then we'll have A and the percent sign. Okay, we're going to execute this one, all of the customers with letter A on the beginning will be shown. Okay, so this is how it works. This percent sign here represents any character, but you should remember that the beginning letter will always be A. If you're going to have the position 2 of this one in the beginning, and then we will have LTD with LTD at the last. So we'll have here. So we have companies that have LTD at the end and any name on the beginning. So this percent sign replaces characters, different characters. And also we can use, for example, you want to have collectibles call, and both sides we're going to have this percent sign, and then click all, so there's nothing. So you can try this one. Okay, so any character, as long as there is call in the center, collectors, collectibles, collections, mini collectibles. So that's how to use this, like using this, what we call the percent sign. Okay. By the way, as you can see here in the contact person, it has no space. So you can also put the space on it by having this one. And then, okay, that's how it works. So now we're going to try to use the order by. So order by is used to direct which one will be the first to be shown in your row. So if we have order by, for example, credit limit here, and then we're going to this one, and if we're going to see here, it starts with the lowest to the highest. So by default, in MySQL, the order by is ascending. That is from the lowest to highest. For you to direct it, if you want the highest to be shown first, you have to put this. And then, okay. So here, we have also the distinct, the use of distinct. We have not shown it yet. Okay. So for example, we have here our products. Let's go to the products table. Okay, here is the products. And it has these columns. So if you're going to put the asterisk, all of the columns will be shown. And if we don't have where condition, all of the rows will also be shown. So for example, we have here, select distinct product line. No, we will not first use the distinct product line first. We will have first the select product lines. Select product line from company products. Okay, so you will see here many rows. If we are going to have here the keyword distinct, the spelling, sorry, distinct product line, and then click this one. We'll have classic cars, motorcycles, planes, ships. So these are the different product lines. So if we will not use distinct, all of the rows which is a product line will be shown. But if we are going to use the distinct, all of the different product lines and those duplications will be eliminated, and it will be shown only those which are unique product lines. So that's how distinct works. So again, we have tried using the select from where statement where we use the asterisk and we select columns, and then we put alias. Also, we use the distinct here, and we have tried also having a condition where we use the operators greater than, less than, and then we also use the like together with the person sign that can replace different characters, and then we also use the order by. So that's all for our tutorial session today. In the next sessions, we're going to learn about the joining of tables. Still, we're going to use these classic models. So I'm going to put the link of our script here in the description of this video. And I hope that you learned something from our tutorial today, and hope to see you in more of our tutorials. By the way, this sample database is not my work. This is just also uploaded from the internet. So thank you so much again. Bye bye.